Remember we had the argument over motherfucking Brett Fires and Shy Glizzy and what's the other nigga name?
Bruh, exactly. What's the other nigga name? Because you didn't even know the nigga
You listen
name.
to CC Money all around me.
Yeah.
If they made another song, would you listen to it?
Maybe.
See? Maybe is not a no.
Maybe. When that song came out, it was definitely a bop song. Maybe.
But whose song do you think it is?
Shy Glizzy.
Exactly. It's not even Shy Glizzy's song.
It's not Shy Glizzy's song, but that's just the first person I think about when I think about that
and
song.
then the second person is Brent Fayez. And then the third person is the nigga whose song it actually is. Which means, don't know, just because you putting 3 niggas on a song don't mean shit.
Who edits these videos? I know that takes a long time.
No,
I know that's a process.
That shit take like 20 minutes. This is all iMovie. This is budget. This is budget.
Ain't that much.
So cutting and like, so you do the same thing with like if you had your own YouTube, like you would just like cut different little.
Yeah, it's really more so just trimming things down rather than like actually putting effects and shit on it. Because it's a podcast, it's raw. It's really just recording a conversation. This is more of a podcast is something to be listened to, not really watched.
Yeah.
It's just more of a thing that people watch now because I don't know.
Yeah, so big on YouTube, yeah.
Ain't shit to do but sit here and watch niggas talk. But like you got some podcasts that are like fully entertaining, like the 85 South Show, Pour Minds, and some shit like that. Like they actually do shit.
85 South Show.
You watch them?
Yeah.
You got the app?
No.
That's crazy.
Nah, he a real.
I'm a real 85%. Our first time watching the 85 South Show was at Carrington in that house over there.
They funny.
Damn, I just said the fucking neighborhood I live in.
That was my first time watching it too in Carrington.
Niggas already know where I live at, so it's not like I got beef or nothing.
Nah, ain't no beef in that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
What you mean?
You know people don't like me just because I'm cool with niggas.
It be like that sometimes. Somebody just don't have to like you just because of who you are as a person, but hey.
Nah, that's not even on some cool. It's more business shit. Niggas really done said I was a part of a certain gang to their
Not
friend.
a gang, but
a certain group of individuals. Yeah. They associated me with that group just because we did business with them, and they friend is fucking cool with us too. So it just don't make sense. But hey, that's why I stay out of street politics.
I stay out the streets.
Nigga, we in the streets just off the sole fact that we associate ourselves with these people. From trying to do business, trying to get niggas out the street. We in the streets because we trying to get niggas out the streets. Because there's so much money that can be made in this without people dying or profiting off of stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, niggas could write poetry. I write
Speaking of poetry,
yeah.
Both of y'all write poetry, so like, what's poetry to y'all?
Welcome to another episode of
You
NoName.
right.
Niggas ain't even intro this joke. See what happens when there's no weed? This is 100% sober. Like, a sober episode. And it's all thanks to our lovely guests. Would you like to introduce yourself?
No. Because I don't know what I'm going to say.
Just tell them who you are.
I don't know if I want my name, my Instagram name, my regular name, my nickname.
Shout your ad out.
Yeah, shout your ad, because I was going to put that anyway.
Nisi Malaya. Or Nisi. Nisi is fine.
That works. But yeah, we both do poetry. She actually has a book. She's a real writer. Like,
I have a book.
she got a book. I ain't doing
What's
that.
the title of that joke?
Petals in the Wind.
Oh, it's out or not?
No.
Oh, shit, my fault.
It's still in the files. It's still in the making. It's still undergoing that process.
What's the premise of Petals in the Wind?
Petals in the Wind is more so like a women / coming of age type of book. Then I have a second one because Petals in the Wind is done. Mm-hmm. That's done. I have a second book that I'm working on. It's called Scraps. It's basically a collection of poems to everything from like politics to just controversial issues and matters. Just like a little bit of everything. That one is more so like the bigger book. But I want to put Petals in the Wind out first.
Is it based around your life or is it just a story you made up in your head?
My life, things I've experienced, things that we experience as a collective, like I said, politics and like racial stuff. Like it's like big. Like those controversial topics that people normally don't want to talk about is what I talk about in the bigger book.
I want to read it.
I might give a little sample.
Samples ain't free though.
I might give a little sample. Maybe.
So how did you get started with writing?
I started writing since I was a kid. First, when I had back when I was playing my little Barbie dolls and shit, I used to make like little plays. It started off with that. Keisha, go downstairs and do this, do that. And then it went from plays to like actually writing. I was writing my own books, like kid books.
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, my favorite thing was Winnie the Pooh. So I was writing my own little books.
That's crazy. I'm named after.
And then as I got older, I started writing. Like I really got more in tune with like writing and understanding the different ways of writing. And poetry became like my form of writing.
So how old were you? Like 6?
I want to say I was in like 4th grade.
Oh, I started before you.
I was like 4th grade.
When you stopped?
I was in 2nd. I was like 8.
I was only 4th grade.
Nah, I was in 2nd grade. Cause that was when I was living out Central Gardens. I used to write raps all the time, trying to be like my father and shit. Writing raps, and then I started writing stories based on like video games that I would want to play. I would write the story mode for the video game I would want to play. Had the characters draw their weapons and shit, and then I started writing poems when I got to middle school, and I was writing poems out of this girl name. I don't want to say her name because you know, but like, yeah, if I said her name, people would think about a whole different person, and that's not the person I'm talking about, but yeah. I was right.
Ironic though, right?
Man, listen, we're not even gonna get into that irony.
I started writing when I was like, shit.
What the fuck did you write, nigga? Oh, I was about to say.
Right out the womb, I wrote like a couple poems and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't.
You seen my poem, man?
That nigga's lying.
No, I write.
No, we don't.
I write.
Recite something off your head. Say something.
Well, like what genre? Cause you know I'm a man of many. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever you feel like, whatever you feel you want to sample from out, you know, as long as you feel it, whenever you ready.
Damn, the first poem that pop up that's locked. Can't even read that one.
I had wrote a poem about the first time I made a beat. First time I made a beat. That's how I go. It's really on some like. Let me stop lying. I don't even know what I'm about to say.
Can you make up a poem off the top of your head right now?
I can't freestyle. I can't do nothing.
Do that shit.
Now you have to make a beat on.
I mean, ain't no beat going on though. Like poem, you just like read. It's like you just read. It's like reading a book. Like you're just speaking.
Nah, but you gotta have that.
There is no tempo in the background with your poem, unless that's how you want it to be.
Ain't no way like your delivery, ain't that a big
nigga,
it depends on if that's how you wanted to deliver it. So if you're speaking about something, let's say your poem is about love, you want to deliver it so that your readers or your audience feel that it's about love. So your delivery needs to be, you know what I'm saying? But it depends on what it's about. You deliver how it's supposed to be perceived to the audience.
My poems ain't never been like that. I got my own style. My shit just be me writing down whatever's in my head, and it come out poetic. Cause I'm good with words sometimes.
It happens that way as well.
But I haven't written a poem in like forever.
So when you deliver, do you deliver different ways each time you read it?
I don't read them. After I write it, that shit done. That part of my life is over. I just write the shit.
And then just discard it.
Yeah. It's been in my. I got shit in my notes that's been here since I was still in school. And
it was a long time ago.
Nigga, why you trying to make it seem like we way old?
Nah, cause he tried to get earlier, like say I was a baby, right? You know what I'm saying?
Bro, we was in school with her at the same time.
But did y'all graduate with me at the same time?
We was in school for half of our school time. We was in there with you.
But did y'all graduate with me?
Okay.
Y'all didn't even have y'all had a graduation, but y'all didn't even.
Your classmates didn't care when we graduated. That's all I'ma say. They did not care.
Y'all didn't even have a prom.
So.
I got 2 siblings that go to St. Charles. One's a senior, one's a sophomore.
You don't even know. You talk about that we.
Because
I'm the same way though.
Because their age difference is like a year apart, but their grades are weird. Or the other way around. They're like a year apart or 2 years apart, but one of those is like it's weird. Because one's birthday is at the end of the year and one's at like when school starts. So
my birthday smack in the middle of the year. I gotta wait. I've had to wait all year for my birthday.
So your license is still vertical.
What?
So your license is still. You got one of them little. Your license like
Why
this.
she
and not
trying
like
to
this.
play with
No,
us?
it's
Like,
not
it's
the
not
same
my-
earlier.
like my license could have been like that regardless. Just because I just so I could have just got it.
I'm
Like,
just saying, you're like this, or you like this.
I got my license.
When they say, "Let me see your ID," is it like this?
I pay my bills. That's all that matters. My bills are paid.
I just asked.
Like I said, your classmates did not care what grade we were graduating,
You're right.
and
'Cause
they
a lot
knew.
of a lot of my classmates definitely had young ass girlfriends and all that other stuff.
Nah, not girlfriends, cause I'm a dude. But like,
I mean, I didn't know too much about that, but I knew like a couple.
I
You know what I'm
didn't.
saying?
I didn't even know what girls in my class.
What you like,
names
you
were.
like, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Hey, man.
It's older people out here like that though. Moms that like, you know what I'm saying, somebody's son from across the street, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I be peeping a lot of stuff. Though. A lot of older women be sneaky with their flirtations.
It's a lot
They'll
like that.
ask you how old you are, and once you tell them, they be like,
How old
like,
you
what
are, baby?
like, what you-
23?
Like, what you mean, lady? Like, you went to school with my mother. Like,
How old you are, baby? You 23?
all it took was one math
My
class
son
away.
a year older than you.
That's disgusting when you think about it.
So you saying you would, you know what I'm saying, your son if you want your son.
Bro, my dad could have been in one class over, and you could have been my real life mom, and you talking about some whoa. Please keep your cougarness to yourself.
Ain't nothing wrong with a cougar though.
It's nothing wrong. I wouldn't. There's nothing wrong with anything, but I'm staying to myself. No more relationships for a while, allegedly. Yeah, big lover boy over here. But anyways, enough of that because I feel like there's too much attention being poured onto me. Let's talk about these poetry. Hey, did you see that strip mall in DC for all the black women?
I've seen, but I want to go see. I want to go.
Is it open yet?
What is it?
Apparently, there's a strip mall in DC that's filled with all black-owned brands, but they're all black women-owned brands, which is like cool as fuck.
Nah, that's dope.
That's some shit that bring like the Chocolate City effect back, but the fact that it's in DC would might slow that thing down. Cause
We're in DC.
That's another thing. Where in DC? Because if you put it in, the only place to really put upscale stuff, excuse me, from what I know, is uptown. But like, DC is getting gentrified everywhere. So like, to the outside world, they see DC, be like, oh yeah, black people still strong out here. But it's like them people not even from the city. Some people be from Towson's and claiming DC, which is crazy. Like,
bro, the outside world, bro, all DC is the monument and what a president is, bro.
They have no idea how DC works, for real. People from DC don't even go to fucking monuments. I've only been down there one time. I'm not even from DC. I'm not from DC. I'm from Maryland, but still, I don't. I'm like, oh, don't you want to go? My family's from out of town. Like, yeah, we're gonna go see the cherry blossom. I'm like, what the fuck you want to see a tree for?
The Cherry Blossom Festival. I've never been. I want to go.
For what? It's a tree.
Because DC has festivals. We don't have shit out here.
Well, I wouldn't know.
I got Charles County.
You from out here?
You know, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I done lived out here long enough to know we don't have shit out
Oh, so
here.
you
DC
from
got
out
cherry blossom festivals and parades and barbecue battles. I've been to the
Because
barbecue
where else
battle.
is it gonna be?
I've been to the barbecue battle like twice in a row, and that shit was, food was good.
I need to go. That sounds like something I like.
It was hot as shit though. Sometimes it's hot as fuck.
Yikes! I will be in the house this summer, which is crazy. My birthday's in the summer. I still don't.
I'm gonna try not to be in the house. I'm a homebody like shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
But everything we do is surrounded by being indoors. Like, unless we doing an interview, but then still, like, I'm not trying to stand on you niggas' blocks. That's why I charge more.
Unless we go to somebody
Like,
video shoot like we did.
but that's different though. The video shoot I went to, that was not they hood. Nigga, we was in they ops hood. That was dangerous
Damn,
as shit.
you
Cause
was?
yeah, that's why he said. That's why they say I can't come right here. Cause that's not his hood. We was out of bounds like shit. This shit dangerous.
Damn.
Shit, at the I ain't gonna say where, cause like yeah, that's kind of
Nah,
but like the first the first vlog I ever did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say who, but you know who.
Yeah.
Type shit. That shit was dangerous. Even just being in that area, I got fucking guns pointed at me, nigga. Like, all it takes is for one nigga to be drunk, holding a gun, trying to show off, slip, pull a trigger on accident or anything. That shit is. That's why I'd rather be indoors. Like, nah. I can record niggas sitting down in the studio. They probably rolling up. They might show something, but like, nah. This is a dangerous profession.
It is. Sometimes you gotta take risks.
Nigga, you talk about sometimes I gotta do it. I did it.
No, you did.
I
You
did
did. You did, bro.
I did it.
You did.
Oh, there's so many risks I didn't took in this shit. It's not smart. Considering the way I did it wasn't smart, but still. I just think that if rap music and like street culture didn't merge the way it did, it would be way more easier. Cause now you got things like girls can't even listen to certain songs in certain areas. You got girls acting tough or claiming certain things, or they just could be a real fan. Like not every girl, but there's a lot of girls that claim Fox 5 Gang just because they fans of this shit. Yes. And they in the song saying, oh, she said she Fox 5 because she gave it the drop. Girls is really setting men up just to be a part of something. And that's the street culture merging with that. Because it used to be the nigga that's rapping about selling drugs, he just from the hood. But the niggas that was doing it was the ones paying for the studio time. That's why they was like, cool. Now the nigga that's paying for the studio time and getting on the beats is a nigga that just shot up Lil Shoot 'em Up last week. And now we saying free all these rappers and they crashing out.
Yeah.
How does it feel being from the woman's perspective and seeing like, cause you know some of these rappers, or you around people that know people that are related to these rappers somehow, some way. Do you ever feel like you gotta like be cautious with who you support or who you listen to?
Not really, because I don't really claim anything. I'm not really big on this or that. I listen to kind of what I want to listen to. I'm not like, oh, I listen to this, so that's the only person I listen to, and I only rep this. Like, I'm not real big on it. I'm very supportive as far as everybody, as long as you're out here eating and doing what you got to do. I'm not getting mixed up in, beef and all that other stuff, all of that pick a side. I'm not doing all of that. That's in too deep, and I'm not there. I'm not there.
So just don't be in too deep, ladies and gentlemen. Stay out of it.
It's unnecessary.
And
At the end of the day, this shit just music, bro.
At the end of the day over with.
Facts.
At the end of the day over with.
Who said that?
At the end of the day over with. That's a good one. I like that one.
Who said that?
I can use that. I don't know.
She ain't no 85%. That's what
I don't know.
You know we real members of this shit.
I don't listen to
It's like Carlos Miller said that. That's where we're at. A lot of this is inspired by the 85 section.
Mainly 85, but other podcasts.
That makes sense.
That house right there. It's the first episode I ever seen. I saw shit. I was over there for certain reasons, but yeah, it was cool. And now we here. But let's shift into public speaking. Would you consider this public speaking?
No.
Well, you think it's public speaking?
I just don't like, me personally, I'm not comfortable behind camera or in front of people. That's something I'm still working on as a person who's working on their own stuff. Like for me publishing my book, eventually I'm gonna have to give what my book is about. I'm gonna have to speak to people. I'm gonna have to do a book signing or whatever the case may be. So I have to get comfortable with those things I'm not comfortable with at the moment. So public speaking is different because I actually was in a poetry slam before.
Did you win?
It wasn't really like a win or lose thing. It was just like a display of art type of thing. It wasn't. But
would you say you had the best poem out of everybody?
I don't even remember. I was so nervous. I was trying to hurry up and get it the fuck over with. I mean,
this shit is. I don't think this is public speaking. I don't think it's that hard.
Nah.
But then again, I've been like in entertainer class. I've been in class clown forever, so like.
Man.
I didn't get suspended, but I got in trouble at kindergarten for doing Chris Brown routines in front of girls. I've been doing this entertaining shit, kind of, sort of. But, like, I don't think it's that hard, because you really not even, it's not public speaking. You're talking in front of two people.
Not this, but like this is fine for now.
Like a real like book signing type.
Like a real audience is.
But like, when would you ever be?
Cringe.
When would you ever be doing other than like a book signing? Because then you could still have security be like, hey, look, you get
Actual
your book
poetry
signed,
slams
say a
and stuff
couple.
like that. My goal is to
Do it blindfolded.
You know, like Bus Boys and Poets. My goal is to actually go one night,
Oh, what's that?
put myself up there, make myself.
You said Bus Boys and Poets.
What's that?
So I think it's a spot in DC. But I actually want to go and put myself out there just to do something that makes me uncomfortable for my growth. Just so I can say, okay, I've done this. It's not as hard as I'm making it seem. I can do it again, need be, and go from there.
Like, you could still, there's still ways around it. Like, because what really puts fear or puts that nervousness into you, into being in front of the people?
Nothing really. It's just like it's a body feeling. Like,
You
nerves
can feel
is
them
like,
looking at you?
You just ain't used to it.
yeah, I'm not used to it.
Shit.
Like, when I did the first poetry slam, the very first poetry slam I did, I just remembering, like, every 2 minutes, when I say every 2 minutes I had to pee. I'm like, oh my God, I can't do this, I have to pee. I went to the bathroom, came back. I'm reciting. Oh my God, I can't do this, I have to pee. Like, I have to pee again. Like, it was, like, that bad. Like, my nerves was just bad. Like, it's more so like nerves.
Here at Project NoName, we don't deal with nerves because of certain aspects of our show. I'm just throwing that out there for whoever wants to catch it and, you know, deal with their nerves and stuff like that. Because I'm actually, like, diagnosed with anxiety and shit, so I'm not supposed to be good at this. And I'm kind of not, because sometimes you could catch me on episodes just doing certain shit that's just dumb. Like,
Oh yeah.
What did I
Nah,
did
what was
something.
that one joke, bro? You had your coat on, bro, and you just like had your hoodie. So
Oh, yeah, I
couldn't
kept
see
doing this
shit.
with my
and you had
hoodie.
shades on.
Yeah, I couldn't see shit. It was new. I wasn't comfortable. Because that was our first show in this studio, and it was like, bro, this shit is uncomfortable and it feels forced. I can't look at this shit. Yeah. And then we had the mirror right here still.
Right here?
Yeah, that's where the mirror was.
I don't even remember that.
We just took that mirror down. Because at first, that was the day that wasn't the day. That was the second shoot. The day we moved in here, we did that shit downstairs. Then we came upstairs and we didn't even have this shit together yet. And this shit's still ain't together. Man. I miss the old studio so bad.
Let me just say that, what the hell I was about to say?
I don't know.
You was been supposed to come on the pod a minute ago.
A few weeks ago.
You supposed to see the old,
A few weeks
ago was crazy. It was like a couple months ago.
A few weeks ago. I postponed it for a few weeks.
No, it was a couple months.
How many weeks is a few weeks?
Like a few, like 3. Like a month. Max.
It was a couple of them though. Cause I think we ain't had a studio. Nah, that was a minute ago. It had to be.
A few weeks. Time is just going by so fast. It just feel like.
Nah, it was
a few weeks.
It was probably a month and a half ago.
Month max. I don't feel like it was a month and a half.
Nah, cause we got certain shit to why we didn't get into that studio. So yeah. So like it was before shit went downhill for us, and shit didn't go downhill for us till like the end of December. So it was definitely a month and a half ago. But shit. Why don't you sing though, or at least write? Why don't you just write songs for people? I'm sure you have friends that have pretty voices that would love to be on some like. I just
think myself, but I'm not doing that.
You can sing.
Yeah.
So why don't you?
I'd rather not. The same reason why I don't rap.
Rapping and singing is two different things. Rapping and singing is two. Yeah.
But for me, it's not. It wouldn't be exaggerated. For me, I would just be talking about myself, and because I have shit to talk about. Like I experienced some stuff growing up, so I would have something to talk about. Like I would really be able to spit shit. Like now after that, I don't know as far as what else I'm gonna talk about. As far as keep bringing out songs and all this other stuff, but. I feel like I could hop on a beat and talk my shit just because I know that I had to go through certain stuff before I made it to where I am now.
If you done been through 5 different traumatic experiences that you're comfortable talking about, you can make a song about them. That's an EP. That's one project.
Yeah, but then after that, then what?
You don't gotta drop shit else.
I'm just saying.
Who said you gotta drop shit?
I'm just saying.
You can just be like, I just want to drop something so I can say I got my own shit on my own playlist. Like, you know, you got a nice gentleman over, you got your playlist going, listening to your music, drinking your wine at dinner. You'd be like, ooh, this is a nice R&B song, baby. Who you listening to? Who that? She sound good. You'd be like, yeah, that's just me. I just made that. I made that a couple years ago, you know. College. It was such a fun time. Like, some cool shit like that. That's basically what we did with this nigga. We just dropped some shit. I got my friend on my playlist right now. Just because he just dropped some shit.
I got a lot of shit on.
Yeah, you do think you got a catalog now.
Shit, this whole jump was just to play this whole my stuff, bro.
Damn, it's over already? It's over already? Don't get it.
We've been playing it before it started.
Oh, yeah.
We started though, yeah, I think, you know what I'm saying?
I don't.
And I think it's only like 30 minutes.
That means you don't got all your shit on there.
It might be longer.
Cause the tape alone is like at least.
It's 15.
It's a 15-minute tape.
Mm-hmm. Plus your skit.
That skit don't count.
But it's still like.
I don't even like that motherfucking skit. I hate the way my voice.
I like the skit, bro. That jump street, bro. Everybody like it.
Nigga, that shit got 6 streams. No, the
that's
fuck.
That's cause like when people hear it's an intro, they be like, "Oh damn, it's not the song," and they just skip to the first song.
That do make sense.
You know what I'm saying? And then some niggas, the skit so short, it's like by the time niggas realize it's a skit, it's over with. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's another reason why I don't rap or sing. I don't like the sound of my own voice, but other people like the sound of my voice.
It be like
Bless
that,
you.
But I ain't hear that.
Nah, you gonna hear that shit. It's gonna throw me off. That's the only reason why I said bless you, because I'm gonna be mad looking at this jump like, what the fuck is that noise? Nah, speaking of noises on when the fuck was our top 5 session?
What, the last one?
Yeah. Whatever, one of the songs from the last session, bro, you can hear the AC from outside.
For real?
At the end of the song.
Did I mix it yet?
Probably not, but it's at the end anyway. But like, I just noticed you could hear it, and I'm like, damn, that's
It's probably unmixed.
That's kind of ghetto. But at the same time, we not trying to suffocate nobody in this motherfucker, especially with all the smoke that be in here, all the fog that be in here. Cause I'm the fog father, and I control this shit.
Facts.
He get it. I forgot what I was opening my phone for. Y'all done got me reading people messages. Now I gotta text them back. It's all your fault, really.
I didn't say read that motherfucking message.
Nobody said
I'm
do
just
it,
saying.
but no, I'm just saying cause like.
Don't put it off on me.
No, I'm about to make it make sense for everybody. Boom, she don't smoke, so we don't smoke today. Right now, this whole session.
And I don't.
We don't. Cool. Now y'all know that usually we'll be smoking, so I don't need my fucking phone. I don't need notes. I don't gotta worry about remembering shit. Cause who the fuck cares? Who cares about notes? Who cares about a topic? Just talk and have real, genuine conversation.
You can do that regardless.
Right.
But boom.
Niggas ain't gotta be burnt out just to have a conversation.
Burnt out.
Nah, burnt out is crazy. It's just be a regular.
This nigga just called himself the fog father, and the nigga that's not burnt out.
That has a whole different meaning.
Oh,
okay. It's not just smoking there.
Oh, alright.
It's basically saying I'm the ruler of all of the commotion and shit that's not clear in my life. I control all of it regardless of how bad it is.
That was poetic. I like that.
Thank you. But yeah, so boom. Usually we'll be smoking, right? So we don't got to worry about no notes. I just so happen to have some notes and shit, but we got a guest, so I'm trying to make it look all professional, even though this shit still ghetto as fuck. This not even our real setup. We even fucking, what's this called? Dining room table chairs. We supposed to have a couch in this bitch. But yeah, boom.
Try and get a couch.
That's why I opened my phone, because that's what the note said, because the notes is also on the laptop and shit, because usually I had a laptop on the notes. Y'all know, because y'all be watching this shit.
The notes, the nigga went to the messages and now he's starting.
Nah, because I texted my laptop on it. But when I opened the phone, the first message that popped up was messages I got to respond to. So yeah, it's her fault at the end of the day.
I guess.
At the end of the day.
The day over with. No bap. And I still did all that talking and did not respond to the message. I'm not gonna get But boom, right. We've talked a lot about growth and building and just getting used to shit that's not like that we're not comfortable with. I don't know what I'm not comfortable with in order for me to get used to it.
What, as far as what?
This in general.
Oh, this? I feel like we comfortable already, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm not nervous in front of the camera.
But boom. But it started off as you being nervous.
Yeah.
Or what about general life? Like something that you're not comfortable with that you feel like you need to do work
That's a hard question.
That's a hard ass
That's a
question
very
because
hard
I
question.
don't know.
I feel like I would need somebody to tell me that, and then like
I think patience really, because you know, like everything gotta be. I'm very punctual, so if like some shit not done at a certain time, or if I'm waiting on something, just time in general, just being patient, that shit get on my nerve. Cause like I be looking at it like, all right, boom. And I get this shit from my grandfather too. When he think about going somewhere, he be thinking about like how long it take to get there. So if a nigga be like, niggas would be like, some shit started at 10, I'ma leave at 9:45, 15 minutes early. Yeah. Nigga, it take 20 minutes to get there. Like, you still gonna be late. So some shit like 15 minutes, I'd be like, all right, it's gonna be 10 minutes of traffic. I already know. Knowing it's not gonna be 10 minutes of traffic, but I added 10 minutes. So instead of leaving at 9:45, I leave at 9:30. It really was only 5 minute traffic. Now I'm up there like 20 minutes early. The math probably wrong, but you know. I'm not doing that shit. I graduated, goddammit, so I don't care about school no more. And I dropped out of college, so who cares? But yeah. And then I'll be there. And then when people be like, well, just at work before I got fired, niggas will get there at 6:02. And he's like, bruh, you got here at 6:02 knowing I get off at 6. I got to stay longer, 2 minutes longer. You don't know what the fuck I got going on. And if you know you got to be to work at 6 in the morning, why the fuck you ain't here at least 5:50? So you can sit your ass down and get shut on. People be coming in at 6:02, doing a whole bunch of other shit, clocking in late. And now these niggas looking at me like I'm still in time. In reality, I'm just here to help you. But yeah, so I guess patience. I gotta work on that.
I don't like waiting on people.
I don't like waiting.
Especially now that I have my own shit as far as a car. Back when I was working and I didn't have my own car, waiting on people to pick me up or drop me off used to piss me off. Where I said I get off at 6. I'm standing outside. Or I'm just sitting here looking dumb and everybody looking at me like, are you going to go home or you still want to stay on the clock and keep working? Fuck no, I'm trying to go home. I got to go to work at 4. Why am I still in the house waiting for you to pull up? Like I said, I got to go to work. You should have been here by 3:30.
That's why I
drop me off early if must need be. God damn. I hate waiting on people. So I'm so glad I have my own shit. I don't got to wait on nobody. I don't have to. I'm ready. Are you ready? Are you in the way? I hate that. I don't like that.
But still, it's like, you could say, just get your, in response to that, you could really just be like, oh, well, just get your own shit. But at the same time, it's kind of like inconsiderate to like agree to help somebody out to get them to a place and then you get there.
And you take your sweet ass time.
And it's just like, well, you ain't giving me no gas money, bitch. I didn't say you had to do this shit. Like, you could have just not, you could have told me no. And I would have walked to that mode. That's why I walk everywhere. Even though I have a car, well, I had a car, then I crashed the car, now I got half a car now. Somehow.
Half a car?
It's a complicated situation. It's an extremely complicated situation. The end of the year is always complicated for Marcus. So that's how that shit go. But yeah, patience. I guess shit. We both impatient. What you got? Well, she impatient and can't talk in front of people. Right. So that's kind of like double trouble. You sitting up here waiting for your turn and you nervous for your turn at the same time. That's what it was. You wasn't nervous. You was just tired of waiting. But you was, I don't know.
Man, I don't even know what this one, but like, I like doing shit on my time, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like, yeah, when I be mixing and making beats, if I don't feel like looking at my computer, I won't touch that joint. It won't leave my bag.
Yeah, that be throwing me off.
Like, I still got some. I still got
asking for this shit.
Bro, I got a studio session that I ain't even mix yet, bro. I ain't even touch.
What, top 5?
Yeah. Damn. I ain't even touch it.
That's different though.
I'm gonna do it.
They not.
But that joint happened like 4 days ago.
Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Damn.
But
it's different
when
though.
It get done, it's gonna get done.
Because we fuck with them, so they not gonna rush you for it, and at the same time they know shit. Worst case scenario, they'll just get it at the next session, which will probably be next week or some shit. But like other niggas,
that's bad business. But it's me though. I ain't gonna lie, it's me. I can't.
I mean, at the end of the day,
if I pick up my
geeking
computer
for it that bad, then they'll just be like, "Hey, we need it by that day." They didn't say what day they needed. And at the end, and you still got the unmixed version, so you still got your song. If you wanted it that bad, you could just take it to another nigga and be like, "Hey, bro, mix this for me real quick." So, but it be bothering me when niggas want to come to me for the shit. They be like, "Hey, bruh, can you ask him for the song?" I'm like, "Nigga, you don't ask him."
I ain't know niggas did that.
I ain't. Yeah. But some niggas definitely was texting my phone for the song, and I'm like, y'all know I don't live with this nigga, right? Like, I don't have none of the equipment. Even if I wanted to get on his ass about this shit, I don't know what this nigga at. Like, bro, when he gonna send a song?
I be sleep.
That's what I be like. I be lying to be like, bro said he at work. I be lying like shit on you. You got at least 6 jobs right now. You got 6 jobs. I done told a nigga, like, nigga, somebody uncle had came to me and Dash at one time trying to do something, and I was like, shit, I got a baby on the way. I can't even do no studio sessions right now. I'm lying like shit. I hope.
Damn, that nigga gonna see this pod. He gonna be like, you lying like shit.
What are you gonna do? Meet me at my job? I don't work there no more.
I got a point.
I don't work there. Fuck it. Do what you gotta do. Shit. See, this is a time where we would have heard the music playing.
We would have. But
it would have threw me.
You know what it is, bro? My keyboard broke, bro.
We gotta know.
That jump blew, but nah, I had the Bluetooth jump, so I could just be anywhere, walk around with that.
That jump not Bluetooth?
That look cool, but that's cool though. But that Bluetooth, I don't even know why that jump broke. It just broke.
You know what she do? We should do a skit.
Well, like an audio jump or a real jump? Like,
yeah, we gotta pull it.
Right. Man, I mess around.
It ain't singing, it ain't rapping.
I'm about to say what?
It ain't public speaking.
You looking at me? I'm looking at you because you said you write your own shit too.
I haven't wrote poetry since I was a junior in high school.
And what does that mean? I took a year or so off.
How old do you think I am?
19, 20, max.
That was 3 years ago.
I'm like 25.
I was a junior in high school at 16. I'm 24 now, so.
Get the fuck out
I'm getting old, man. You know, I got 401k. The AARP hit me up with this sponsorship. You know.
I'm the oldest in here.
You not though.
I'm the oldest one in here right now.
You not. Niggas know how old I am. You know what I'm saying?
Look at his face. He at least 70.
I'm the oldest one in here right now.
He got 6 kids.
Tell them to put their ID out. Just ask them which way is it. Is it this way?
Nah, that's confidential.
I don't even got my wallet on me. Where the fuck is my wallet at? I don't have nothing on me at this point.
That's confidential. I got like people after me and shit. So
ain't nobody say put it up to the camera and show them your date of birth,
that's
how much
literally
you weigh,
what she
all
just
that.
Said.
Just hold it right here. Is it this way or is it this way? Boom.
But I
can
easily
pull it. It all depends on how you hold it.
I can easily just hold it like this.
Yeah.
Some quick shit.
But nah, my shit like these. Facts.
Who said I even got an ID?
It's okay.
Facts.
It's okay.
I got a
she
Maryland.
Don't grow up too fast. It's okay.
You the youngest one in here. You gotta stay young and shit like that.
Youth is nice. I'm getting old. Stay young while you can.
You're not even old. You still
Stay young while you can.
She not even auntie status. She big cousin.
You still in like the age range of us.
Like if Unc try to go smack at you, it's still weird type shit. Like you not that old, my nigga. You still I see you nephew age like. Not who is that?
I call niggas y'all age my nephew.
That don't make no sense.
I do.
High school.
I got a young nigga now. I used to work with him on Fridays. I ain't gonna say his name. Right? I ain't gonna say his name.
Hey dog, he worked I'm about to say
but look, at Fridays. That's my nephew. Like
you started
that's my fucking nephew. That's my motherfucking nephew. No. To this day, I'd be like, "What's up, nephew?" He'd be like, "What's up, auntie?"
I had a girl like that in St. Charles that I call auntie.
Yeah, that's my nephew to this day. Cause I'm older anyway, so
people see me be like,
yeah.
Damn.
We was in high school together for 2 years. I'm not gonna be your nephew. That's not that gonna work. Oh, it's not gonna work that way. Especially if I know your classmates, like know them. Nah.
What?
I'm trying. I don't even remember.
I'm talking about like in your class, not like your literal classmates.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying, like I don't really remember. I remember high school, but I didn't really talk to a bunch of people. Like I stayed within my own social groups, so therefore like people be like, "Oh, you went to school with me," like I remember you, and I just be having this big blank ass face, like I don't know who you talking about.
You know my man Taj Janae?
Yes, I had class with her.
It's my man.
I had class with her.
It's my dog.
I know Taj, but I know of Taj. I don't know these people. People knew me off of Kevin.
That's probably the only person I knew 2019. Well,
Nah, that's how I knew everybody through Kevin. Because Kevin would realize, walk up to strangers and be like, hey, that's Fat Mark. You can call him Fat.
Who is Kevin?
Exactly. It's like, nah, it's a nigga named it's just a nigga named Kevin.
Kevin.
Just Kevin.
Kevo.
Who
You play basketball?
Yeah.
I know who that is. Okay.
Yeah. And he would just walk up to people and be like, hey, his name Fat Mark. You can call him Fat. He say that shit to everybody. And that's to the point where niggas have started walking up, calling me Fat. And I'm like, bro, I don't know you. Please get out my
Whole kid, he wasn't even fat. Like, I was looking at videos of this nigga. Like,
I just
we was playing basketball.
I was a skinny fat. I had titties. That was it.
Nigga was, bro.
Bro, what?
And I don't know why I used to just go with that shit. I'd be like, nigga, you fat. I'm like, okay. I didn't care though, because like I said, his classmates didn't give a freak if I was fat or two.
With the classmates, I'm trying to figure out, like.
I'm not going to say these girls' names.
I mean, I'm not saying say their names, but I don't even remember, like, I don't remember my own classmates.
I'm not saying nothing. I haven't been with anyone ever in life on this camera, you know? Man. Y'all gonna get me in trouble.
No, nigga, you gonna get yourself in trouble.
I can't get in trouble.
You keep mentioning the fucking classmates.
Yeah.
Cause it's just the point.
Nigga, how the fuck you gonna get in trouble, nigga?
Exactly. That's why I said I can't get in trouble. I was starting too much. I was gonna start some rumors and shit.
This nigga said start some rumors. Yeah,
that shit ain't gonna work.
Man, St. Charles, I had girlfriends. I ain't gonna lie. I had girlfriends. I had like two.
We all had St. Charles relationships.
I had like two. That's it.
You had a St. Charles relationship?
I did.
Yeah, you did.
Everybody in St. Charles was in a relationship.
Yeah, you did. I remember.
You know why I fucked up back
then? I
then?
remember one person. That's all I know.
Who's the one person? What do they look like?
I think he wear dark skinned guy, wear glasses. He's the only person that had a certain body mark on him. I think.
Wrong person. That was my friend.
I ain't know. My bad, big dog. Don't shoot me now.
I'm just saying.
Don't shoot me now. Don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me.
You know why I fucked up at though?
What?
I went into high school in a relationship, bro.
Nigga, I went into high school with a relationship.
Bro, that.
And then sophomore year came and I learned what life was really about. Protect your feelings, fellas, because these women are evil.
No, facts though.
All of them.
Equally.
Nah, these women be evil. I'm trying to tell you.
I still don't. I don't think either or is worse. I still think it's pretty even.
No, it's definitely even, but like we gonna be biased because all that, bruh. She got a boyfriend. I ain't gonna smack that shit. Did not matter. It didn't.
Which is crazy.
Niggas with girlfriends was more loyal in my experience.
Okay.
Cause I knew niggas that had girlfriends. I was like, nah, bro, I'm not even about to go right there. I'm not about to fuck with it. But I knew girls that had going to the same spots for the same reasons. Had boyfriends. Niggas is yelling outside of apartment buildings with they. I'm saying too. Hey man, hey, man, all it takes is bowling, brother.
Crazy. Crazy.
Oh shit, we should probably stop this.
This
has been another episode of the. Bro, you ain't gonna give us no poem. Before we go, you said you might give us a sample. We about to end this shit, so we might as well.
Maybe the next time I appear. This is just my, you know what I'm saying? This is my first time being behind the camera. First, maybe last, who knows? Still getting the feel for it.
Don't make it the last.
You just gotta do it.
What happened to this list of? Who are you? This list of questions. Your mind blank because you ain't smoke. Who are you?
I never had a list of questions.
Oh, okay.
All the topics that I had, we touched all of them.
Yeah. Did we?
Yeah.
You that fast?
I had one.
We touched all of them topics.
That was quick.
Seen the new Power Rangers movie that they filming, bro?
What the?
I know that's cause I know like cause
you don't watch Power Rangers?
No.
He fuck with the Green Ranger. That's his man. So I like they reviving the show cause he
died.
died.
The man, you can't even talk about his death. His death sensitive. He committed suicide.
Damn.
So yeah. No, we ain't seen it. I ain't watched Power Rangers since forever, but yeah, she gonna be back one day she gonna do some poetry. Make sure you get Petal in the Wind. That's what it's called.
Petals in the Wind.
Petals in the Wind. Like
when it dropped.
Like rose petals?
Like just petals. I did the cover art, all that stuff I did myself. And some of the illustrations are done by myself as well. So.
Oh, that's on a real book.
So
see, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not reading.
I really put my time into that shit, yeah.
I am a kid. If I can't read a book if ain't no pictures in it. That's some kid shit. I
so
know.
like when you had, so back when we was in high school, they gave you these assignments and you had to read shit like.
We was in high school for 2 years.
Gatsby and all that other shit. You ain't never read that shit.
We didn't even read that. You know what I did? I went on Quizlet.
Boys
I looked up all that. I
with
looked
the
up
4 white boys that was like.
You remember we only had 2 years, 2.5 years of high school.
I remember To Kill a Mockingbird. That's what I did. And I used Quizlet on the test. So I ain't even had to read it.
Man, I kept y'all favorite rapper from failing English class.
I did too.
My favorite rapper?
No,
I don't know the rappers from St. Charles, so don't start me. Except for one. And that's just because I knew him because I associated with him within other social groups.
There's so many rappers that went to St. Charles.
I don't know
who you're talking about.
I
don't know who you.
I don't know nobody.
We know well.
I only knew one.
I don't know one person that
no,
rapped
two.
in St. Charles.
Yeah, we knew two.
But I don't know if back then if he was rapping or not. I don't
know. The niggas we talking about.
3.
Who the fuck? Yeah, 3.
You don't even know what I'm talking about, dude.
You talking about Chauncey,
Quan,
and B.
4. I don't know who none of them are.
4. Jay Quick.
That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about.
Oh shit, I do know Jay Quick.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
I just seen it. I just seen this Instagram a couple days ago.
Man, this has been another episode. Shit. This makes me. I feel like I look like an asshole on this episode. I don't know. But if Chico barking this much, I probably just said too much. Because you know Chico knows.
Nah, they used to be quiet, bro.
It's because she here. He trying the poetry.
Facts.
No, that man was sniffing me. Man, trying to walk through the hallway. That man has notes in my ass, bro. I was trying to get in here.
Dang.
Freak ass dog.
Dang, I don't know why. He's neutered. It's not like he got.
What the hell that mean?
He chopped his balls off.
Oh, shit.
We done tried to outro this show twice. Ryan, please take us out.
Damn, why you putting in the spot? You know, all right. No, you do it.
Well, I gotta
do it. All right. Take 1. This has been another episode of Project NoName Podcast. Appreciate it. Damn, see, I can't do it, bro. I can't. You're not about to do this again, bro. Go ahead, let's do it, bro.
I'm Marcus Antoine, the Fogfather. Thank you to Nisi for joining us. Please get her book when it comes out. We'll let y'all know when it come out. Cause I'm not gonna say I'm gonna read it, but I'm gonna get it and then I'm gonna be like, look, baby, I be reading it, Joe. And then I'm waiting for the poetry to come out. That's what I'm trying to get. I'm waiting on that poetry because when the poetry come out, the girls try when I'm trying, like, you know, because I can be real romantic and shit. Instead of writing a love letter, I'm going to just steal one of your poems about love and put that shit on the card. They give her some flowers and shit.
That's nice because you didn't tell everybody you was going to do that. So
now but people that know me know I used to give my ex a fucking handwritten love letter with every gift I ever given her. I'm really a romantic, so I can say that shit and no one would even give a fuck because I had to find something else.
Hey, quick question though. Do like poets do collab poems? Is that a thing? Or like,
it can be. I collabed a poem, my Young Black Man poem. It was a collab poem. I started off with one by myself, and then me and one of my friends, we collabed it, and it was like that. It was like that.
Imagine if your favorite poets did a collab poem, bro.
I don't have a favorite poet. I'm not in the poetry. Bro.
Anything.
Only poets I know is Maya Angelou.
Facts. Only I know, bro. Oh, and y'all too.
Ruby Core.
I don't know that is.
I know y'all too.
Is she black?
She's a female. More so like for the females. Like her stuff is more so about like women and women culture.
Fuck that
body,
nigga. You are that
body
nigga.
Positivity, all of that. Like she's more like for the women. I would
What
say.
that mean? I can still enjoy it.
I mean, I'm just saying that's
You
more.
trying to say I can't enjoy content
when you have
for
a
the
target audience.
Why can't
her
I be a
target
part of the
is
audience?
Primarily.
So it's a segregated audience, is what you're saying.
You mean sexist audience? And no.
I meant segregated.
Sexist.
I'm not racist.
Why
would I
like she
call
talks
a woman
about stuff
sexist?
like positivity with her menstrual and things like that.
Why wouldn't I want to learn about that
I'm
shit?
just
So
saying,
I know
like,
how to
that's
handle
just-
when she throwing knives
that's
and
just
fucking
her.
pans at me because she on her period and I don't know how to solve the
her
issue.
style of poetry. Everything's like more so like
how you rupee
women,
or ruby?
Rupee, RUPI.
Rupee.
Now I'm about to find the most period poem ever and listen to it. And I'm gonna memorize it.
I got 2 of her books.
I can't even read no books. Which sounds
my
crazy.
next time come here, I might give you one of the books that way you can just read it.
I'm gonna read it on here.
Mm-hmm.
I done read poetry on here before. I'll read it on here too.
I follow her on Instagram too.
Oh, she got Instagram. Rupee sound like an old lady name.
No, I think she's white.
Oh, she's white.
I think she is, or she's like mixed or something.
But yeah, this has been another episode of the NoName podcast. Thank you, Nisi, for joining us. I got RyDaGuy with me, Big RDG. I'm Marcus Antoine, the Father, Project NoName. We out.